how do you travel around Istanbul? Firstly, the public transportation in Istanbul is amazing. Seriously, they have so many different options to travel around with, and because of the traffic, if you have a car here, it's hard to get around. The traffic is so bad, and the drivers are a bit crazy. Not as crazy as India, but still crazy. Anyway, the first thing you need to do is get one of these. It's the Istanbul Kart. It's basically like the London Oyster. So this, you can use the bus, the metros, the trams, even the boats. You can go across the waters on it. So this costs 7 lira, I believe, and you can get it in any station, any metro station, any tram station, any boat station. And let me show you how to buy one. Okay, so in any station you're gonna find these machines, and this is where you can buy an Istanbul Kart from. So you can change the language to English. There you go, and as you can see, Istanbul Kart is 6 lira.
You can buy Istanbul Kart from this menu.
But of course I've already got mine, so once you have yours, you just cancel this. Slow, yeah, so English, put your card on.
Please wait, your request isn't insert only banknote.
Say insert your money and top up. I've already got 7 lira, 35 kurush, so I don't need to top up. But yeah, very easy, get one of these. So after you buy one of these and you top it up, you can just tap in and go everywhere you want. Yeah, it's much cheaper, because if you buy one of these, 7 lira, you top it up 10 lira. I believe each time you tap in, it costs you 2 lira and 60 kurush. It's not like London where you have to tap in and tap out. Actually, some stations it is. For Metrobus it is, and for the Marmaray it is. But generally you just tap in once. So it costs you about 2 lira 60 kurush to tap in. And then if you're using the tram or using any transport again, I think it's halved. It's about 1 lira 60 or 1 lira 40, something like that. So yeah, this is going to save you a lot of money, because if you don't have this, you have to buy jetons, which are tokens, and those cost, I think, 5 lira each. So it makes a big difference. So if you're here for a few days, just get one of these and tap in wherever you want, and you can easily travel around the whole of Istanbul. One thing I forgot to mention is that you only need one of these. So if you're traveling with friends or family, you don't need to buy 2. I know in London it's only 1 per person, but in Istanbul you can all use the same one. Even if it's 10 people, you can all use the same card. So don't bother buying 2. Save your money and just top up on 1. But how do you know where to go? Okay, I'm going to show you an application that can take you anywhere around Istanbul. It has all the transportations, and it's called Tafi. So Tafi is an application which you can enter your start place, or it'll see where you are on the map, and then you can just say where you want to go, and it will list all the ways you can travel to your destination. So I suggest you download Tafi, and I'm going to give you an example of how to use it. It's an amazing app, and it's really is a lifesaver. So first you need to go onto the App Store and search for Tafi, T-R-A-F-I. Once you search that, scroll down, it should be the first option, and download it. I've already downloaded it, but yeah, just download it from the App Store. So once you've downloaded it, just open the application, wait for it to load, and if I type in Metro, if I select Metro, you can see all the things. I'll type in the M1 line, and you can see all the bus stations on the M1 Metro line. Then I'll press Get Me Somewhere, and for example, if I want to go to Taksim from where I am right now, I just click on Taksim Meydana, and I'm in Mecidiyeköy at the moment. I press the first option, and it shows me where to go, which metro to take, and yeah, it's very easy to get around the whole city. So what about taxis? Taxi drivers in Istanbul are not the best. To be honest, 80% of the taxi drivers I've been with have tried to rip me off. So I never take taxis here, but you can. I mean, I wouldn't take a taxi unless you're desperate. You can use Uber here, but Uber is actually illegal, but you'll still find Uber drivers everywhere. I mean, one time I got stopped by the police while I was in the Uber, and the driver received a fine. So I asked him, "Yo, you got fined? What's going to happen?" He said, "Ah, it's okay. Uber pays for the fine for us." So yeah, well done, Uber. There's another application called Taxi, which is like the Turkish version of Uber. I mean, I haven't really used it much. I heard it's pretty good, but even in that, I've heard stories of people, going the other way and stuff. But yeah, it's much safer option than just hailing down a taxi. So my suggestion: don't take taxi unless you're desperate. You can get around all times of the night in Istanbul and the morning using public transportation.